Jnvst math class. Class number is 3. Today our discussable matter is factors, multiples, divisibility, LCM and HCF. So it is the second chapter of the book Nishchit Navodaya and the second chapter of Jnvst mathematics syllabus. So we will know at first what is called factors and what is called multiples. And after that we have to learn by these two terms, factors and multiples, there two terms will come out. That is LCM and HCF. These are very important for Jnvst. Johor Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance test. For that test, this chapter is too much important. Why? Because from this chapter we can get mathematics in the question paper and also in another chapter. There also the idea of this chapter is needed. That's why this chapter is very, very important in mathematics and also in Jnvst. In Johor Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance test, there also this chapter is too much important. So this very, very important chapter today we are gonna discuss. So now mind it, what is factor? Factor. So factor, the definition of factor is two or more numbers that divides a given number without a remainder. What is the meaning? Two or more numbers except one. Except one. One has only one factor. So two or more numbers that divides a given number without a remainder. So a number by a number, if you divide another number and if there is no remainder, then the number by which you are dividing, that number is a factor of that number which number you divide. Suppose example here 10. 10 is a number and you will divide 10 by 3. Then 3 is a 9. 1 is the remainder here. 1 is remaining here. So here we cannot say 3 is a factor of 10. We cannot say. But we can say 10 divided by 2, 5 2 is 10, and without any remainder, we can divide 10 with 2. That is why 2 is a factor of 10. 2 is a factor of 10. Why? Because we can divide 10 by 2. That means this one, what is written here, this is the definition in book. That is the definition in book. But we have to learn in our sense. Factor is a number by which we can divide another number. A factor of a number is by which we can divide that number. That is factor. So now here we have seen the example 10. 10 is a number. We can divide 10 by 2. That is why 2 is a factor of 10. We can divide 10 by 5. That is why 5 is a factor of 10. So now here you just see 24. 24 is a number. And now we have to see by how many numbers we can divide 24. Those numbers are the factors of 24. So we can divide 24 by 1. So if we divide 24 by 1, then what will be the answer? 24. That means 1 into 24 equal to 24. That means we can divide 24 by 1 and also by 24. By 2, if we divide 24 by 2, then what will be the answer? 12. 3, 8, 4, 6. By 5, okay. Now the question is, by 5 we have to divide 24. 5 4 is 20, then 4 is remainder here. So now the question is 4 a factor of 20? Is 5 a factor of 24? Is it a factor? Yes or no? Answer me. Is 5 a factor of 24? Is it a factor? No. Why? Because if we divide 24 by 5, then 4 is remainder here. If there is a remainder, then that number is not the factor. But we can divide 24 by 6, by 4, by 3, by 8, by 2, by 12, by 1, by 24. So these are called the factors of 24. So now, here the conclusion, in the conclusion we can say the factors of 24, are 1, 2, 3, 4, then here 6, 8, 12, 24. 24. So now, what are the factors of 24? The factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. You just check. By 1 you can divide 24, by 2 you can divide 24, by 3 you can divide 24, by 4 you can divide it, by 6 you can divide it, by 8 you can divide it, by 12 you can divide it, by 24 you can divide it, but by 7, by 9, by 11, by 10, by 13, by 14, you cannot divide it. You cannot divide 24 by 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is why these are not the factors of 24. That means in simple talking we can say by which number we can divide a number, those numbers are called the factors of this number. Which number is divided, that number's factors are those numbers. Here 24 is a number and 24 is divided by, it is totally divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. And that is why we can say the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. So now it is clear to us what are the factors. Now what is the definition of factor? Simply we can say the numbers by which we can divide a number, those numbers are called the factor of this number which is divisible. Okay, now another term is multiple. Another term is multiple. What is a multiple? What is a multiple? Now we have to clear our sense. What is a multiple? Can you say what is a multiple? The multiple numbers you can get multiplying a certain number by an integer. What is this? To get the clear sense, we have to get the examples here. Okay, now, examples. 5 into 1 equal to 5, 5 into 2 equal to 10, 5 into 3 equal to 15, 5 into 4 equal to 20, 5 into 5 equal to 25, like this, 5 into infinity equal to infinity. So now, go to the definition again. Numbers you get multiplying a certain number. Certain number is 5. This certain number, a particular number, 5. And the numbers after multiplying in an integer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 up to infinity. So by this integer, if we multiply 5, then what will be the answers? Those numbers are called the multiple of 5. The multiple of 5 is 5. Multiple of 5 is 20. Multiple of 5 is 25. That means the table. Shortly we can say the table. 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10, 5 3 ja 15, 5 4 ja 20, 5 5 ja 25, 5 6 ja 20, 30. So the table of a certain number means the multiples, the relative multiples, one after another. If we put, then we can get the table. That means the table is the table of multiples. So what is the multiple then? Multiples are those numbers which numbers come after multiplying another number with that number. That means a number, natural number, and another natural number. Two natural numbers, if you multiply two natural numbers, what will be the answer? That is the multiple of those two numbers. So now 5 into 9 equal to 45. So here 45 is the multiple of two numbers 5 and 9. 45 is the multiple of 5. 45 is the multiple of 9. It is the multiple of both numbers 9 and 5. So now what is the multiple? Multiple is the number, that number which comes after multiplying two numbers. Okay? Now multiples and factors, these two terms will give us two terms, another two terms. That another two terms are LCM, HCF. LCM and HCF. What is the full meaning of LCM and HCF? What is the full meaning of these two terms? Can you say? Anybody? Anybody, can you say me? Okay. Now, the first term is HCF, highest common factor. LCM, least common multiple. What is this? Now we have to go here. We have to understand these two terms clearly. And from these two terms, we can get the answer. Which question I have asked you? I have asked you, what is HCF? Highest common factor. There, one thing is coming. What is that? Common factor. I have told you the factor, but I haven't said you the common factor. Full form of LCM. Okay. Common factor. What is common factor? What is common factor? Common factor, if we try to understand the common factor this term, then we have to see two examples. 10 and 20, 10 and 35, 45. 10 and 45, two numbers are there. 10 and 45, two numbers are there. And we can bring out the factors of 10 and also 45. The factors of 10 are 1. 10 is divided by, if we divide 10 by 1, then no remainder will be there. That means 1 is a factor of 10. Okay. Then 2. 2 is a factor of 10. 3, not 4, not 5, yes, 10, yes. So 10, this number, 10 is a number which number has 4 factors. 1, 2, 5, 10. 1, 2, 5, 10. 4 factors are there of 10. Now the factors of 45, 1, 2, no, 3, yes, 4, no, 5, yes, 6, no, 7, no, 8, no, 9, yes, and 45. So 45 is a number which number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another also will be there. 145 and 3, 15. 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, 45. 6 factors are there. And now we are searching common factor. We are searching common factor. What is the common factor? So here, one factor which is present in both cases. Here also 1 is present, here also 1 is present. That means 1 is the common factor of 10 and 45. Okay. 2 is a factor of 10 but 2 is not a factor of 45. That means it is not the common factor. 5 is a factor of 10, 5 is a factor of 45. That means 5 is the common factor of 10 and 45. 10 and 45. Understand? 3, yes, 3 is a factor of 45. Okay, but 3 is not a factor of 10. Then 3 is not the common factor of 10 and 45. Okay. 9 is a factor of 45. 9 is a factor of 10. No. That means 9 is not the common factor. Okay. 10 is a factor of 10. 10 is a factor of 45. No, it is wrong. So 10 is a factor of 10, but it is not the factor of 45. That's why 10 is not the common factor of those numbers. Okay. 15 is a factor here, but here 15 is not a factor. 45 is a factor of 45, but here it is not the factor of 10. So common factor means a factor which is common of 2 or 3 or more numbers. A factor which is common in 2 or more than 2 numbers. That is called common factor. And highest common factor. So here 2 common factors are there. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. 2 common factors are there, and now we have to say what is the highest common factor here. In case of 10 and 45, only for 2 numbers, these two numbers, considering two numbers, these two numbers, we had to find out the highest common factor. So here two common factors we have got, and among those two factors we have to search the highest one. The highest one is 5. Highest one is 5. So here we can say 5 is HCF of 10 and 45. The HCF of 10 and 45 is 5. Now, in your exam hall, suppose there is a question, find out the HCF of, now the question. So how can we get the answer? The question paper, on your question paper, one question you have got, that is find out the HCF of 30 and 40. So now how you will find out the HCF? By this way. This is the way by which we can get the proper answer, but it takes more time. More and more time is needed here. So that much time is not there in your exam hall because it is the competitive exam. In your competitive exam, you will not get much more time. Within a short time, you have to find out the answer. That is called the competitive exam. So here 30 and 40, two numbers are given, and we cannot find out the all factors of 30 and 40. And after that, we will search which factor is the common factor, and another which factor is the common factor, and again which factor is the common factor, again which factor is the common factor, again which factor is the common factor, again and again we have to search, and then we have to consider which common factor is the highest one, biggest one. That much time is not there in your exam hall. So we cannot approach by this way. This is the way to understand, to get the process. It is the fundamental discussion. So now we have to go by another way. Another way is here, just see 30 and 40. You have to write like this. Then you have to divide 30 and 40 by a common number, by a common factor, by 2, 15 and 20, by 3, 15, but it is not divisible, then you cannot divide, by 5, 3, by 5, 4, now by 3, 1, but it is not divisible. So you cannot divide it by that number which is not the common factor. So by the common factor, you have to divide both numbers. If there is another number, if there are more numbers, then also you have to divide in this way a common factor. Which factor? Prime factor. The common factor that must be prime number. So 2 is the prime number and 2 is the common factor of 40 and 30. We can divide 30 by 2, 15 will come out, and you can divide 40 by 2, then 20 will come out, and now by 3 you cannot divide 20, that is why by 5 you can divide both numbers, then 3 and 4. You cannot divide 3 by 2, you can divide 4 by 2. But two numbers must be divisible by one factor, common factor. So here we can get only two common factors. Those two common factors are 2 and 5, and the multiplying 2 and 5 we will reach to the final answer. Okay. So HCF is 2 into 5 equal to 10. 10 is the highest common factor of 30 and 40. So it is the easiest way. Without wasting your time, you can find out the HCF by this process. So now my question is, very shortly you have to answer me, what is the common factor, highest common factor? What is the highest common factor? CW. Highest common factor of 40 and 120. What is the common factor of 40 and 120? So one by one after another, we will discuss today some important matters. So many important matters are there in this chapter, and we have to know each and everything of this chapter clearly. We have to have the clear sense of this chapter. 40. Okay, who is giving the answer 40? Samia Yasmin, you are telling 40. Okay. Swan Sheikh, you are telling 40. And Sumaya Khatun, you are telling 40. Suhana Mullah, 40. Amit Kumar Maji, you are saying 40. And Soumita Das, you are saying 20. Expert is telling the wrong answer. Why are you telling 20? Why you are telling 20? 2, 20, 60. 2, 10, 30. 2, 5, 15. 5, 1, 3. Then these are the common factors. 2 and 2 and 2 and 5. So 5 to the 10 and 2 to the 4. 4 into 10 equal to 40. Why, Soumita? Why have you told that it is 20 will be the HCF of 40 and 120? Soumita? So number is 40 and 120. I didn't tell you that number is 40 and 100 and 120. I didn't tell it. I just told 40 and 120. Two numbers I have told you. I have told you just two numbers, 40 and 120. 40 and 120 I have told, only two numbers. So there the HCF will be 40. Easily, without wasting time, we can find out this one. So now another term will come to us, that is LCM. LCM, least common multiple. LCM. You just think. The abbreviation form, it is abbreviated form, that is LCM. So full form is least common multiple. LCM, common multiple. Now we have to find out the common multiple. Already we have got the idea of multiple. The multiple is a number which is the product of, what is product of multiplication of two numbers. 5 into 1 equal to 5, 5 into 2 equal to 10, 5 into 3 equal to 15, 5 into 4 equal to 20, another number is 4 into 1 equal to 4, 4 into 2 equal to 8, 4 into 3 equal to 12, 4 into 4 equal to 16, 4 into 5 equal to 20. So, more and more and more. So now, 5 is a multiple of 5, 10 is a multiple of 5, but 5 is not the multiple of 4, 10 is not the multiple of 4, 15 is a multiple of 5, but 15 is not the multiple of 4, 20 is a multiple of 5, 20 is a multiple of 4, that means 20 is the common multiple. Here 20 is the common multiple of 5 and 4. 20 is the common multiple. And also like this 40, here also 40, here also 60, here also 60. Then common multiples we have to find out. We have to find out the common multiples of two numbers 5 and 4. The common multiples of 5 and 4, those are 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. So many common multiples we will get. We will get many. We will get 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1 crore, 100 crore common multiples. Okay. So here, among those common multiples, which is the lowest one, least one? Which one? Among so many multiples, so many common multiples, common multiple. So there are many common multiples are there of 4 and 5. This 4 and 5, two numbers and their multiples. Among their multiples, some multiples are common multiples, and among all common multiples, which multiple is the lowest one or least one? Which one? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300. So many common multiples are there of those numbers 5 and 4, and among those common multiples, which one is the lowest one? You just tell me. Answer me quick. Which one is the least one? Which one is the lowest one? Which one? Here you just see, among these common multiples, which one is the least one? 20. Okay. So here 20 is the least one. So least means L, our common multiple means CM. That is why it is LCM. So by this way, if you find out the LCM of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 numbers, then a lot of time is needed in your exam hall. That much time you will not get. So it is not the proper way to find out the LCM. Is it the proper way in your exam hall? In your exam hall, you have to find out the LCM of 4 and 5 in 5 to 10 seconds. 5 seconds to 10 seconds will be allowed for you to find out the LCM of 5 and 4. Okay. Shwansik, you are telling that it is not the proper way. So what is the proper way? Proper way is like this. You just see, I am telling you again. Proper way is another, not like this. Suppose 3 numbers are given. One question, in your exam hall in Jnvst 2023, one question is there. The question number is 49. In 2023, question number is 49. In your exam hall, you will get this question. Not sure. Find out the LCM of 40, 50, 60 and 80. 40, 50, 60 and 80. Those four numbers least common multiple means LCM. How can you get it easily without wasting your much more time? You have to save your time in your exam hall because there are lots of mathematics, lots of English questions will be there, English paragraphs will be there, and also mental ability test questions means figure questions will be there. So the answer, how will we bring out the LCM easily? Now I am going to find out. I am going to find out the answer, means the LCM. Okay. I have got the ink. Just see, I have got the ink. It is very bad thing. Okay. So in 2023, in Jnvst question paper, what question will come? Already I have told you. But it is not sure. I am not sure. 40, 50, 60 and 80. We have to divide by 5. 8, 10, 12, 5, 16. Now by 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Again by 2, 2, 3, 4. But 5 is not divisible by 2. At the time of finding the HCF, we needed that factor which is totally common. But here 2 is not total common factor. So what can we do? Here we have to remember at the time of finding the LCM, here at least 2 numbers. If you get at least 2 numbers are divisible by this factor, then you can divide. And which is not divisible, that one will be remain the same. 5 will be remain same here. And now again 2. 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4 and 3 and 5. Those are not divisible by 2. That is why 5 will be here, 3 will be here. It will be same. Now at least 2 numbers are not divisible by a common factor. That is why no need. Now LCM will be 5 into 2, 2 into 2, 5 into 2, 5 into 2 and 3. Now 5 into 2 equal to 10 and 5 into 2 equal to 10. Then 2 2 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12. Then 1 2, 2 zeros will be there. This is the short method. You have to find out 10 and 10. 10 into 10 100 and 4 3 ja 12 100. 12 into 100 equal to 1200. So it is the easiest way. At first you have to find out 10, then you have to find out 100 and then you have to find out the product and then 1200. Okay. So LCM and HCF and factors and multiples and common factors and common multiples. These six terms we have discussed today, and after that there are so many problems we have to solve, and we have to get the proper idea of this chapter. This chapter is very important chapter, and also this chapter is very vast chapter. There are more than 200 problems are there in our book, but our book is in Bengali. The English term or English book is not available nowadays. Okay. So you have to practice with another books. There are so many books for Jnvst, but not a particular book is there which is written for the Jnvst students and in the proper way, syllabus, maintaining the syllabus, one after another chapters are there. No book is available in the market. That is why it is a very big problem to you. It is a burning problem to you that how can we get the practice. But I am also helpless here because I have the Bengali book but I don't have the English medium book. So that is why you have to get the Bengali book and you have to translate it, then you have to solve. If anybody helps you, then it is okay. And also you can get another books, chapter wise books are there in the market. Those books you can collect. The books of Kesinag you can collect. But from our Saha publication, the books will come after 1 year. So this book also, it is the Bengali book. This Bengali book, Bengali version book is here. That is called Nishchit Navodaya. And same name, Nishchit Navodaya book will come in English version. There you will get more than 200 numbers, 200 problems. And up to that period, you have to collect several books. So many books you have to collect, and from those books 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 problems you have to bring out and you have to solve. Up to that much time we don't have any solution. How can you get more and more problems in a particular chapter? So this is the fundamental discussion, and after that you can get these types of mathematics that find out the LCM, find out the HCF. And also from the Bengali book I am telling you what will be the question pattern. Okay. Which is the least number which is divisible by 4, 16, 20 and 32? Which is totally divisible by 32 and 48, and which is the biggest number by which we can divide 300 and 400. That means which is the biggest number means HCF, which is the least number that means LCM. In this way we have to solve the problems. Okay, one problem I am writing here and I will solve it, and by that solution you will think and you will make. One question I am showing you, very very important question. One very very important question I am showing you. Just say one type of question we can get in Jnvst. In Navodaya Vidyalaya selection test you will get this type question, that is among many types of questions, one is I am going to be discussed. One will be discussed now. So board is very problematic here. In a short time we cannot rub it. one question. Note it. Note it down on your copy. Are you ready? Three bells ring after 3 seconds, 4 seconds and 5 seconds. All the bells ring at 7:30 a.m. After that, when all the bells will ring in the same time. When? After 7:30 a.m. when all will ring together. Again, when all the bells will ring together. So this type of question, if it comes in your exam, then you have to find out the LCM 3, 4 and 5. So no common factor is there. That is why 3 into 4 into 5 equal to 60 seconds. 60 seconds. That means 1 minute. 1 minute. 7:30 plus 1 minute equal to 7:31 a.m. Who told 8:30? That is wrong answer. 60 seconds means 1 minute. It is not the 60 minutes. Yeah, sorry sir. Who are you? Who are you? Sumaya. Sumaya, 7:31 a.m. So this is one type of problem. It comes in your exam hall. In your exam paper, you will get this type of question also. So many years we got it in your exam question paper. That is bell, many bells, they ring, and after that, when they will ring together, and when they will ring together for the 5th time, for the 6th time, like this. So, have you got it? Now your HW I am giving you. Your HW. This type of mathematics problem, HW I am giving you, technical HW, LCM oriented 10 questions, HCF oriented 10 questions, 20 questions. You have to make and you have to solve. This is your HW. If you follow, if you maintain this way, making the question paper, making the problems and solving it yourself, then in your exam hall you will get the benefit of this process. So now today, up to this, you have to practice much more for your preparation of exam Jnvst. Up to that, you will be safe from the worldwide virus and anything else. You have to be safe. Bye. Okay, good. See you again.